Right guys, welcome back to the explanation to the signed card Impossible Sandwich, aka Monkey in the Middle. I want to thank Andrew at Immortal Playing Cards for letting me put a reveal on his channel as well. So Andrew, thank you. And I'll show you how the trick works. You are going to need a hole punch. You could probably do this freehand, but it wouldn't look as good. So what you are going to do is get yourself 3 cards. The secret to this is there are 3 cards. They don't need to be blank cards. These could be the advertising card you have in most bicycle decks, although the 3 cards need to be identical realistically, or it could be 3 jokers, but I've got blank cards, so I'm using blank cards. You're going to get yourself a nice hole punch. This is a 20mm, or is that 25mm? I think that's 20mm or 25mm hole punch. You can get those from any good stationer, and you're going to punch some holes in cards. Now on the blank cards it's quite awkward, because if you've got a pattern on the back you can line up the hole punch to get the holes exactly in the right place. With a blank card it's quite hard, there's no marker, so be careful. So you're going to get 3 blank cards, 3 cards or whatever, and you're going to punch holes through them. On the 1 card you're going to need a tiny bit of double stick tape. I've got restickable spray glue on this one. It's a little bit more invisible on a blank card than double stick tape, so that when you push these 2 cards together it will at a quick look like 1 card. So the hole needs to line up perfectly, and then you will have a 3rd one. All these 3 cards should line up perfectly. Right, the way the trick works is you're going to take your card with a bit of sticky, wherever that is, can't even see it there. This card will be in the deck already, so you're going to have your deck. You're going to place this card on the bottom, remembering the orientation of this hole. This will go into the box, and usually I would slide this down the cellophane, but for some reason this cellophane is quite tight on this. I can't get these 2 cards in there, so they might come in their own little wallet. But you're going to start the trick off by showing you've got 2 blank cards. Now these were stuck together with a bit of tiny bit of double stick tape, but there's just enough that it will hold the cards, but not enough that you can't easily separate them. So you will show 2 blank cards. You're then going to take the cards out of the box, but you're not going to flash. You've got this card on the bottom. So in performance I think I did a Hindu shuffle, but I just grabbed a few cards from the centre and then shuffled those on top. It didn't disturb this bottom card. And now spectator has got a 100% free choice. They can take any card. They can have the top card if you want Blakey's brother. They can't obviously have the bottom card because it is a gaff card, but you know, who's going to take the bottom card? So let's say they take this card. While they are signing this card, very important to get it signed if possible, it just adds to the illusion. You're going to get a pinky pull down on that bottom card, turn it into a thumb break, and then you're going to swing cut the top portion of cards, put them back together, maintaining that break. So now you've got a break on the back, if you can see that. But the break is directly above this card. So to spectator, you're holding the deck like this. It doesn't look like you've got a break. You're going to take their sign card, seemingly put it somewhere in the middle just by tapping a few cards out, and all you're going to do is place it above your break. Now I know a lot of you guys are thinking, Gaffer, you've showed this trick before. I know, but Andrew's going to show this on his channel, so I need to mention Andrew at Immortal Playing Cards. You are now going to push this card in, but as you push in, you're going to push in and push down and catch another thumb break, and then double undercut everything to the top. This is your break. So now you should be in a position where you've got the blank card, and this card is their signed card sitting on the top. To the spectator, they have got no idea. You could dribble these cards down and say your card is somewhere in the back. You could do a block push off if you want to. Make sure do not expose this card. And then you'll just go back to your 2 blank cards. You can show they are 2 blank cards. You're going to place one on the top. You're going to place the other blank card on the top. Make sure they are nice and square. You can do any sort of pattern you want about their card rising up through the deck until it's in between the two white cards. But you do need to apply a little bit of pressure where you know your double stick tape is. So the easiest way I found to do that is when you're just squaring up the deck like this, naturally for me my finger goes like this. You could give it a magical wave shake, but as you're shaking just apply a little bit of pressure. They should stick. And in fact that card has risen to the top, because as you spread now these two cards will stay together and you will expose the card underneath. So to the spectator it looks like, Jesus, the card has risen. You can maybe give it another squeeze if you want, not generally needed, but you can push these cards and show one blank card. This is in fact the double. Two blank cards, and in between the two cards is your signed 8 of hearts. So that is how the trick works, guys. It's super simple. It's a great little illusion. I've had some fantastic reactions from this. In the past I've had 2 holes, but it doesn't matter if there's no holes, 1 hole. Like I say, you could cut a square hole out if you haven't got a hole punch, but they would have to line it perfectly. I'm sure you could do it. So I want to thank Andrew at Immortal Playing Cards for supplying the gaffer with the Clover deck. And that's it. So comment, subscribe, like, guys, and don't forget to check out Immortal Playing Cards online shop where you can buy all your card needs. So cheers, Andrew.